44 minutes to 4, an angel walked up to my door, opened the window somehow slow, told me he think that I should know there's no slowing down. As the globe spins around, you gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Like they matter most, share times on the couch at night, feels closer than being close. I don't need to be perfect here, I can just be true. You hold my worries like they lie, like that's what you do. Every scar I never named you, you never try to change. You just let me breathe, let the feelings stay. This is love in the quiet hours, when the world slows down. No pressure hanging in the air, no fear of letting you down. You don't chase, you don't shake me, you don't ask me.
Solo parenting, not something I would wish on anyone. Hang on. Seriously, the weight that it takes to raise a child, a healthy child, solo, is one that needs to be studied. Because too often we find that society has very little grace for solo parenting to help mothers on their own on a journey to figure this thing out. So a lot of us are literally learning this as we go, learning new things, trying to avoid patterns from repeating, all whilst also trying to birth something new in our careers, in our children, in our households. If you're fortunate enough not to have experienced that, my hat goes out to you, but I'm talking to the girls that have been through what I've been and have overcome. Nobody talks about when you're up at 2 a.m. wondering to yourself, what did I do? Have I done enough? The brutality of overthinking and trying to ensure that these patterns do not trickle down to the next generation. That's who I'm talking about. The one that thinks, I'm not going to let this define me, but instead I'm going to learn from it and I'm going to build from it and I'm going to start with it, because that's who I'm talking. There's a part where reflection has to take place, maturity has to take place. Otherwise, you could end up inflicting those same traumas that you've had inflicted on you on the very person or child or children that you're supposed to protect. The flip side, this journey can be one of the most defining moments of your life. What direction to go, who it's going to make you. And for me, I would like to say that it's been a blessing in disguise because of the many things that I discovered about myself. I discovered that I was multifaceted, I was talented, I was gifted, I was nurturing, I was forgiving, I was reflective, and I am a builder. Solo parenting for me helped me to recognize these attributes that I had carried that were well hidden and would have never been discovered if I wasn't stripped down to certain breaking points where, because of having somebody depending on you, it forces you to think quickly on your feet and confront the issues that need to be confronted in order to move on in the most productive way that you can. Opportunity has forced me to look back at the version that I was and the version of who I am, and I can honestly say that I am proud of the journey in which it has taken. It's not what I would have wanted, but it just goes to show that if you do the work, you can ultimately come out with a story that is inspiring to other women and as well as your own family, and in that you're building a legacy that changes the narrative of what it was supposed to be and draw strength from the pain and the breaking that it took. So I hope that anyone that's in the beginning or the middle or the end of this journey is looked upon with respect and dignity and love and grace. This may have been one of the hardest things that you have ever embarked, but remember what you turned it into. Not many could have, so be proud of yourself and have grace. So girlies, just know that you're not faced with being, there's a God that sees you and he's gonna help you all through life because he's giving you these little blessings that come in the form of children, and he's gonna guide you just like he guided me, even when I didn't know it, even when I didn't recognize it, but he did. And girlies, I don't know what it is about Snell products, but they just work, as disgusting as they are. I am using this Snell sheet mask. In real life, guys, there's absolutely no ways you would ever catch me touching a snail unless it meant rescuing my face. Nice. You know. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh, I should have tightened my hair up. We shouldn't have brought my hair down, but I totally forgot I was on putting the mask on my face. So we're just gonna have to roll with this. And this is really good for moisturizing your face. I found that it just gives me a nice glow, as well as just a restoration on my face. Even like fine lines, they're treated. Nice. I love that. This is just one of the things that I've found just brighten my day. When it comes to self-care, I'm gonna look after myself. It starts with my skin and my gut, for sure. It's hair in the bun, because at this point it's just not making any sense. And I'm just gonna sit here, let it do its thing, then turn on my LED light therapy, and then we are going to head out where I've got some errands to run, some stuff to do, some people to meet, and that's going to be my day. Started my day really early. I'm taking a road trip to London for a special event, so stay tuned. I think the fact that I'm smiling is a big telltale sign that I don't come from this side of the streets. And for whatever reason, people can always tell that you're not from there, but I always find that the London visits are so pleasant. Everybody's so warm. Definitely a different feel to when I lived in London before. Something that I really want to do is try and make some pottery, just because I love clay, and I just feel like it would be such an amazing date. So yeah, I'm trusting God to locate me a pottery date.
Soft like Sunday rain, moving through my veins. Love got its own tempo, doesn't follow fast or slow. It just moves where feelings go. In your arms I find the flow, no need for rush or show.